how many sessions do you need to do a week to continually improve? I'd say, as far as weight sessions go, two. You need two quality sessions of weights. That is going to get you, and like per body part, right? So you can split this up in many different ways, but you can also just do two full body sessions, and that's all your weight training for the week done. And that's to improve. That's not to maintain. That's not to stave off regression. That's to improve. You can continually get stronger on twice a week full body training, and I'm 100% confident in that. The reason I'm that confident is because that's how, like, most people will train. Even like if they're doing 4 times a week, they're doing upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body. That's twice a week. If they're doing upper, lower, push pull legs, or they're doing push pull legs, again, they're training 6 times a week, but actually per muscle group they're training twice. And then you even look at the bro splits where they train only once a week. They're getting so much volume in. Yes, like they're doing an hour on one body part or 2 hours on one body part. They potentially like will be getting in more weekly volume, but they're getting in less frequency. I don't think that's an efficient way, particularly for a rugby player to train, because you've got lots of other things going on. I don't think just smashing your chest is like absolutely worth it at all, particularly when you look at it from a time efficient standpoint. And that is why I really do settle on twice a week as far as improving your strength, improving your hypertrophy, and it gives you time to work on other things. So you could do 2 weight sessions for hypertrophy, but then give yourself a third gym session where your focus is only on power, and touch on power in those other 2 sessions. You also give yourself a lot more time to work on if you're particularly slow, or if if you're particularly slow, if you really want to dial in your speed, you want to get faster, you could potentially train at least twice a week for your speed, if not more. As I've mentioned earlier, if you're someone that's not aerobically very fit, you've got so much more time now to work on your aerobic fitness. Yes, you could incorporate weights into this aerobic training, as we've also already discussed, but there is no need to do that. You can do that, but there is no need, because you're twice a week for your strength work and your hypertrophy work is already there, and it's already been taken care of. And this gives you so much more free time. Now, we're influenced a lot when we're talking about fitness stuff from like the fitness industry that is mostly bodybuilders or powerlifters, where their sole concern is gaining muscle, or their sole concern is squat, bench, deadlift as heavy as they can. Now, as a rugby player, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got anaerobic a little bit, but mainly aerobic conditioning. You've also got your power conditioning, your high end strength, your alactic, how hard you can work within 5 to 10 seconds. You've also got an absolute ton of different skills that you've got to work on. You've got so much on your plate that you've got to manage, right? In addition to gaining hypertrophy, gaining strength, and doing all of those things, that like, I understand why these bodybuilders, these people where that's their only concern, train 6 times a week, is to get that extra 10%. But if you're going to get 90% of the work from a fraction of the time, why would you not do that? And then therefore, rather than double the amount of work for an extra 10% of gains, just give yourself that much more time to work on all these other areas, and know that yes, maybe you've over this period of these next 6 to 12 weeks, you've left not even 10%. I'd say it's even less, but 10% of gains on the table for that 6 to 12 weeks. Well, where are you going to go after that in the 6 to 12 weeks? You're going to stop lifting? No, you're going to keep going. And therefore, it's just a matter of time until you do get as strong as possible, as strong as you could possibly be. Realistically, especially as far as what's going to contribute to how well you play rugby, or how well you look as far as building a decent amount of muscle goes. there's no need to rush this process, and there's no real need to do more than 2 weight sessions a week. Thank you to everyone that's joined us on the live. Shout out to Mario for asking that question on the live. Shout out to everyone that's asked a question. If you have a question that you want to be answered, just pop it in the comments below. Even if it's a re-upload on the YouTube channel, let me know what question I can answer of yours. Let me know how I can help you with our videos on the Rugby Muscle YouTube channel. If you're listening on the podcast, once again, you've made it all the way here, and I have already asked for a 5-star review, but let's do it again. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, but on Spotify, give us a 5-star review. If you're listening on Apple Podcast, give us a 5-star review, and also type up a few words. That makes a huge difference, and it takes, 20 seconds to do. We've had quite a few people start to do that again this year, so I'm appreciative of that, but we've got to keep spreading this word so that Rugby Muscle can grow. We can produce quality, not just content, but programming. We can help you as best we can. We can keep growing. And if you've enjoyed any of the content that we've done, that's your easiest way of paying me back and saying thank you. And it really does, put some good vibes out there into the ether. So thank you guys so much for joining. Do all that good stuff. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.